Hey guys, it's Petunia Gal, and we are back over in Planet Zoo. And this is the start of the stream I did on Friday. So I do, it lasts about 8 minutes if you guys want to skip this part. But there we go. Um, I went ahead and rebuilt the shelter because I did not like the shelter we had at all. I tried these little walls here. They seem a little bit too thin for like a realistic Rhino building. I mean, you want something that's pretty sturdy, right? So I start with these, but then in a minute I cut to the thicker wall that we did and that we ended up using because there isn't a corner piece that is this thin. So that looked weird. So I went ahead and changed it up to match. And I do a lot of like, moving around things and all that. I don't add a lot of that stuff into the videos. But yeah, so went ahead and set up this. I was going to put the door here to begin with, but then I realized there's a viewing area right over to the right. And so I wanted to go ahead and make the viewing or make the door kind of face that so you can actually see the animals in the shelter here if you're viewing them. So that I thought that worked pretty good. And so I just do this little top of the wall here and then continue the wall all the way back to, I'm going to have the back, which I'm thinking of maybe changing up. I was going to have the back be just the barrier wall that we have, but I may actually make the back be the shelter back. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about how it turns out, and we'll see. Because obviously I can always change it, So I wanted to go ahead and change these colors because I don't want any pattern on here. I just want it to be a solid wall. So I kind of wish they had a version that was just a solid wall. But, you can just change the colors and it'll look fine. So when I did that and then changed that one as well. I kind of liked the lighter. Thought it was a good contrast between the barrier rocks and the habitat shelter. And I wanted to add something here. I don't know if it really makes sense to have windows, but, I thought, why not? I was just looking to see if there was anything on the other side, if it looked any different, but it's just a blank thing back there. And these do have lights on them, so they are going to be lit up at night, which I think is fine. I mean, it adds a little something to the habitat when it's nighttime. And I went ahead and put the water pipe here because I really don't like the water pipe. I just think it's really ugly. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I just feel they need to do something else. Or at least give us like different sizes would be awesome. Maybe something that didn't have the pipe sticking way up like that. That would be nice, especially for the smaller animals because you see some of the smaller animals like the fennec foxes and the meerkats that just, I mean, they try to go in it and their whole body's pretty much in the water. And it's a little weird, but, that's beside the point. So I did a lot of moving around with this because it just didn't quite fit the roof the way I wanted it to. So I had to make extra pieces on the side. As you can see, I copied it and then split it from the grid, or from the group, sorry. And then we'll just make it that way. But I do try to move them over because I do want to overhang on here. I do want it to overhang, every side. And so we get that done. And like I said, I don't show a lot of that. Here I'm just trying to fill in the gaps. I didn't want any light to be seeping through here. And I do also have to go and like move things down so they're not sticking out of the roof, but I don't add that part. So decided to use these rock I want to call them rock pillars. I don't think that's what they're called, but to kind of blend it in or make it match the outside of barriers as well. So just use a few of these around. I don't put them on the other side. I probably should, but and so when I get these in, I think, wait, those windows do not line up now. So I try to move things around to make where it looks a little bit more even. And not that I'm a perfectionist or anything, because I am definitely not. But yeah, so I went ahead and turned on the random rotation because I always forget to do that. And it just looks better when you have that, I think. And so here's more drain grass. You guys know me and drain grass. I love it. But try to put these around and kind of put them under the trees or bushes as well. I think that looks good. I like it. And then go ahead and copy these donation boxes over because we definitely need people to give money to the zoo so we can continue to get these awesome animals in, right? So I was trying to do this low fence here for the guests, and unfortunately, they're not ones that you can select and do the Control X or the advanced rotation, advanced, what is it, movement. So I went ahead and had to make a blueprint. So I do show this just so you guys can see. And I don't know if this is like a live blueprint that you can look at, on Steam or not, but I feel like you have to do something extra to make it like public, but I could be wrong. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. So I thought this would be a good idea, but it turns out that it's not really the easiest thing because now I can't have it at the same height, so I have to, fix it up like that. And it still saves a little bit, but yeah, so I don't know. But the problem with this one is that I have, if you look on the other side of the fence, not the guest area, but the other side, you can see the little walls poking through on the corners. I don't know if I can do anything with that, or if maybe I put little pillars in the fence to hide those. I'm not sure. I don't think they would be even if I did that, but I don't know. We could try it. So I decided to just go ahead and move these end pieces here, kind of like I did on the other side, to make close this off, just to be able to make it look a little bit similar to the other side. And so yeah, we do that, and that looks pretty good. And here I was trying to come up with a information board, and this is the non-stream stuff. That was the stream recap. So if you guys skipped through to this part, welcome. And we are going to get started on an information board here. It's not anything fancy. I just put this rock here and then place the information board on it. I probably could have done something else, but I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. And I do a lot of moving around with this information board on the rock, especially when I look behind it, it's not really connected to the rock at all. So I don't show a lot of that. I don't think I show really any of that, just because I moved it around so much. But we do need to put another power thing. So looking at where the power isn't, I went ahead and just put a wind turbine here. And I think it turned out pretty good. I went ahead and did quite a bit of foliage around just to try to hide it a little bit. And I think it works out good. But I don't show all of the placement of the foliage for all of this stuff. I show most of it, but it's just placing stuff. I'm not doing it in any kind of an order or anything like that. I'm just placing stuff around. And when I place stuff on the floor to look like bushes, I like to put multiple just so it makes it look more full. I don't know if you guys do that, but here I decided, since we do have 3 animals in here, I decided to put some more boards here, and I do put one over on the other side here, but then I decided to go back to this and just make another habitat board, and then just copy this. So I do that and make it a zebra, so we have all 3 animals represented here, and make that a group, and we'll just copy it to here. And I also copy it over to the other viewing area here, and they are super huge. I don't know, I wish there was smaller ones. I don't know if they made it where, because they have the exhibit habitat boards, or the exhibit board, whatever it's called, but I don't know if you can use that for a habitat animal. I don't think the habitat animals even come up on that, but I could be wrong. That could have been fixed, anytime since then. But went ahead and put some speakers here, and go ahead and choose each individual animal. And what I end up doing, because I didn't realize this was in a group, this was actually in the group of the habitat barrier, so I have to split them all. But we do that, and then I just select them and move them down so you can't see them, because obviously I don't want them sticking up out of the path like that. And I do have to move this one over, so I have to figure out where it is. Just kind of click around until I find it. And here we are at some more foliage work. Just trying to make this look more exciting, and have some stuff on the ground. I'm trying to make it where I don't feel like I have to cover up all the ground. I mean, there are some empty spots of ground in zoos, they don't put stuff all over, but I don't know, it just seems, especially with this desert floor, it just seems so bare. I don't know, but maybe that's just me. So just add quite a few things here. And like I said, I don't show everything, but here I start doing the drin grass. And yeah, I put that around a lot of places. And here I just wanted to cover up this building. Well, I mean, not cover it up. It's not like you can't see it anymore. It's like, hey, there's something in front of it. I can't see it anymore. No. But it makes it look a little bit more exciting than just looking at the back of a building, right? I really love these bushes. I could use these all over the place. I really like the color, and I really like them. So I wanted to add some trees for like shade, just to give people shade on this viewing, which I guess technically I could make a viewing canopy type thing. I didn't even think about it, but this was pretty long, and it took me a while to cut out. I don't like to cut out too much, that I do. If it's something different, then I want to put it in. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about these edits. Are they cut too much? Do you want to see more, or are they good? I like to try to keep it under like 25 minutes if I can. So here I went ahead and put in the rhino statue or sculpture that we got in the Africa pack. I think it's really cool. And because the fact that you can't get, because what I wanted to do is just signs. I wanted to do signs for the white rhino, the sable antelope, and the zebra. And they don't have similar signs for anything. So I was like, well, I guess we'll just do another area over here for the sable antelope and the zebra, which looks okay, I think. The zebra, it looks like almost smaller than the antelope on this, in this sculpture here. So I don't know, or sign here. I think these are called signs. But yeah. So went ahead and I wanted to represent them somewhere, other than just the habitat boards. So I just made this little area here, and I went ahead and did some lights up at the top. I'm not sure. They may be too big, but I don't know. I tried to look for just Africa, but they didn't give me a lot of variety, so I just went ahead and chose this one. And then I thought, while I was placing, I was like, I'll just put this sideways, so it will, get the zebra and the antelope together. And I'll show you. So there'll be some cinematics at the end where you guys can see the stuff at night. And I just wanted something in front here, and I think it turns out pretty good. I tried, like, I was putting rocks everywhere. That's what I was like. I was trying to have it where I didn't feel the need to put stuff everywhere. But I don't know. It's hard because you just see empty ground and you want to fill it up, right? So I went ahead and put a rock thing under this statue, thinking, it would be a good idea to have it on something instead of just, on the ground. And then this is one of the Africa lights. I went ahead and put it here. It probably would have been better to be one of those like lights that actually shine upwards instead of that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think when you see it in the cinematics. And I definitely want to put more education stuff here. We always need education. The guests are never happy with that. So I went ahead and put some conservation boards here just for some information. And I did go ahead, after I changed the color. I thought when I grouped it, I could change the color together, but it wouldn't work. So I changed the colors, and then I copied this whole thing over to the other viewing area over here. I decided to put it looking out so we don't get so many people just, staring at these boards on the inside. So I went ahead and put them here, and I did go ahead and just keep the same information, just because. And then I was like, you know what, we should definitely put some benches out here. So I did the Africa theme and went with these benches, and I think they look pretty good. And it just gives the people a place to sit. And some of this actually ends up being under the shadow of trees or shades of trees. But some of them are like out in the open. This one, I do decide to put a tree over here just so it's got something, obviously when the sun's in the right place, it's got a shade there. But you do see the two different types of benches. I may go ahead and change that because this is the Africa pack. So I may change all the benches up to look like the ones we just placed. But here again, I'm putting some rocks. And I decided to go back to the aquatic rocks and put something here just to have something, And it's always hard for me to figure out a color on this. It's super hard. But the other thing I really wish they would make is when you place one of these rocks down, the next one you place would be good. For now, what you have to do is copy and place one down, and then go, the next one you choose is still that color. But if you go and, try something else, it's back to the default color. And I don't know, that's just annoying. I wish they would fix that somehow. I don't know how they would do it, but I would really wish they would. So here we're putting these same Africa lights in the viewing area, just underneath the, I don't know, would you call this a canopy? It's rock, but underneath the shelter, I guess. And more donation boxes everywhere. Definitely want to give these guys a place to give us their money, right? Not that we're greedy or anything. We just want their money. But I went ahead and put some rocks here. And this isn't a big space, so I didn't want to put too much. But I did want something with a little bit of color. So here I go ahead and group those and change the color to what we had over on the other side. But I wanted something that was like green or some other color. So I went ahead and went back to the nature and grassland and African. And we put some of these. I really love these, although I think maybe they make more sense by the water. I don't know what they're called. I can't read it here, but I love using them anywhere. It's not just water. But These little ones are awesome too. I just love all the foliage in this game, and it's just crazy how you can be working on your habitat build and you're like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden you put plants in. It's like, okay, yep, that's good. It's crazy. But here I just put these little fern things in, and I try this one this lined one, and I'm like, that doesn't quite go. So I just do the same thing I did over there, and it's man-made anyways, so it's not like people are gonna think, oh my gosh, that is man-made. That's not right. No, that's not gonna happen. So here I put some more just smaller ones back because I don't want them to be too far out, so I didn't want it to be too wide or anything. And then here, I decided to put a little bit of plant here. I tried there, but it was kind of, too far into the habitat board, so I just decided to not do that. But I also, this has been bugging me, I decided to go ahead and fill this in with rock. So I just took some of these pieces. I just used the randomization option, and that just helps to just click around, place things. It worked awesome. These I did have to move around a little bit just to get them to work right. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. This is going to be the end of the time lapse. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and let's get to the real time. Okay, guys, so I think that is going to be the end for this episode. I think we've done a bunch of stuff here, and I could always do more rock placement and all of that. I get a little carried away when it comes to that. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and this habitat. I'm really enjoying it. I think it is a super awesome looking, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think I'm trying to think of what to do next because this is the last animal for the Africa pack. And so I wanted to get you guys' suggestions on what to do next, whether to start a new zoo or continue with just Africa, general Africa animals, or whether to do something a little bit different and go into creative and do like a habitat build series. Why did you put that on the floor? There's a thing right here. I don't know. But anyways, so I may put a poll out. Here we go. May put a poll out on the community wall and see what you guys would like, and that is probably what I'll do, and see if you think we should do one or the other. I love that these guys. I don't know if they're playing with this toy, but they're at least interacting with it a little bit, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, definitely hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel or haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notified of videos as they come out. And if you want to play this game or check out any of my social media or Patreon links, they're all down below in the description. Check those out and come over and have some fun over there. And if you are new to my channel, and haven't seen the Patreon link down below, if you want to join that, you can become a Patreon. And I added a new vanilla Minecraft server along with the modded server if you guys join. And you can hang out on Discord on Thursdays for the streams at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I would love to see you guys over there. We have some fun on Thursdays, and then even Roblox on Wednesdays, all that fun stuff. So yeah, until then, I guess that is all I have to say. So I will see you next time. Hope you have a super blessed night or day wherever you are. And yeah, bye guys.